Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's Brian Golkaje here. Another update on the market recap, basically of my eighth day in the $2,000 to $100,000 stock market trading challenge for 2018. I'm watching CNET here right now. This was the last trade I just completed. You can see P&L is up $982 on this trade today. I came in here. I was looking at this kind of a jacked up ABCD trade. So I was watching it over these previous highs, which it did, and then it kind of bounced on this line a few times down here, and then it shot up. And this is the candle which I bought on, and sold for profit. I didn't hang on to it too long because the stock has been a little unpredictable, very choppy. It's been trending upward, but depending on where you jump in, this is one of those stocks where you could get in at what you think is a breakout, and then it just slams you back down. So it looks like it's maybe going to bounce off of this level again, and it could be setting up for another ABCD breakout. Anyways, let's review today's trades. Total P&L today is about $500. I know this says 800, but that's not accurate because, as you probably already know, if you're watching my other videos, I'm long on RIG, NXRT, AT&T, and Bank of America. Got 50 shares of Blue Apron for my wife because she loves the company and really enjoys their products. So for her birthday last year, I got her some stocks just so she can kind of play along too. So anyways, today's trades, I took CNET, took JTPY, JetPay, and those were the only two tickers that I traded today. As you can see, JTPY, this was my first trade of the day. Let's go down here. Got in at 350 for the break over the $0.50 at 6:35. This morning wasn't really that great of a morning. Everything pretty much sold off that was on my stock watch list. So here you can see I got in for the break over 350, and that actually marked out the day's high. And I didn't see this in time, but to really enjoy this beautiful ride up to 350, I just saw that this thing was kind of going parabolic and was about to break another $0.50. So I jumped in here, got up a nickel quickly, and then you can see the next candle just slam me down. So I was quickly down $475, and I thought, oh no, not another big loss day. Usually when your first trade goes wrong on you, things can get pretty dangerous from there. You have to really calm down, take a deep breath, say, okay, let's wait for the next setup. Let's keep watching the scanners. Something will pop up. A new trade will come along. Don't try to overtrade this one or double down or average down or whatever your Vegas roulette gambling methods that you would normally use. They don't apply to the stock market. The people that are the most disciplined emotionally are the ones that reap the most benefits. So this was a big loser for me, down 475. Then you can see my next trade was CNET. I got in at 624 and then at 625 added. So I got in about 2,500 shares on this one at 717 this morning. So let's take a look at that. CNET got in at $6.23 at 717 this morning. You can see how it starts to curl up right here. It does this kind of massive takeoff at 7:17 a.m. right here. So it does this massive takeoff, and then it pulls back, and that's where I jumped in. I jumped in on this pullback you can't see it on the 1 minute, but here on the 5 minute, it pulled back to about right here, and the momentum. There's still heavy volume coming in, and I could see on the time and sales there was still a lot of buys coming in. The level twos were looking good, not a lot of sellers. So I jumped in real quick, made a quick profit of, I think I had $380 or something like that. Basically, almost breaking even. I think actually it was more. I think I had, I don't know. I don't remember, but I was up about 280 bucks on the day. So I went from negative 475 to up $280 on that trade. And then I thought, you know what, green is good. I'm gonna take this. My daily goal is like 250 bucks for right now. So I was like, hey, this is great. I'm just gonna close up the laptop, go to my day job and just kind of forget about it. And then I was on the ferry. I took the ferry to San Francisco this morning, and I had to check it. Had to check CNET. I saw that it just went parabolic again. It's on a major move. By the time I got to the office, it sold off down here. Then it made this nice kind of A, B, C, D setup, and I was watching it over this level here. This marked out this previous high at 761, and thought I'd jump in here at 762 or 764 if it broke those levels, and it did. The problem was that I hesitated a little bit, but nonetheless, it dropped down on a pullback, and I was able to get in at 619 on that trade, and sold that for 625. Jumped back in at 626, sold the rest for 644. Jumped in again at 783, sold that for 793. So basically, I was trading inside this area right here. So that proved to be a nice move up with heavy volume here, and came in on the day $782, taking a full from the morning to today 10,000 shares, 982. That's pretty good. I'll take it on a day like today where I started off kind of on the wrong foot and had to mentally sort of pick myself back up. Yeah, so that's great. Up about 500 bucks today. Let's bust out the old calculator here. So let me go back to here. These are my only two trades I took. 982 minus 475. Let's see. 982 minus 475. Yep, up 507 today. I'm gonna call it in. That's great. That's a really good profit. I'll take it. My account's up over $4,700 now. So I'm going to trade again tomorrow. See what the market gives, and hopefully finish the week strong on a green. Another green week for me, and I'll be back. I'll be back here tomorrow. So if you like this video, if you want to learn more about the stock market and day trading in particular and the different strategies that are employed to make money very quickly, subscribe to this channel. As I get more videos out and have more time on my hands, like I said, I'm going to kind of pimp out this channel a little and put together more tutorials and just kind of make this more of an educational learning environment to sort of take away some of the fear that people have of trading in the stock market and getting aggressive and using margin, and you have to be safe and you have to be careful. So you can't just jump in here head first and start buying like crazy and expect to turn a profit. That's just not how things work in the stock market. So if you're paper trading right now, I would say keep paper trading until you hit 2 weeks of consistent green days in a row, and then you might be ready to trade on a small account. Don't trade on margin, just trade with whatever cash you have in there just to start with until you really get a cushion. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just building up a cushion for January so that in February and March I can start to get a little more aggressive on my share size and jump in a little, sooner, a little more aggressively. And one of my problems now is over trading and letting some of my losses kind of grow too big. I need to cut my losses sooner, and I need to not overtrade. So today is a great example of being disciplined, where I'm just going to shut it down. I'm not going to take another trade. I don't care if CNET goes to $100. That's fine with me. So anyways, subscribe, like my videos, and I'll see you here tomorrow.